Echoes in the void. The starship Curiosity drifted silently through the cosmic void, its sleek hull gleaming under the light of distant stars. Captain Zora Chen stood on the bridge, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display before her. The ship's long-range sensors had detected an anomaly, a faint, pulsing signal emanating from an uncharted sector of space. "What do you make of it, ARIA?" Zora asked, addressing the ship's A. A soft, melodic voice filled the bridge. "The signal doesn't match any known patterns in our database, Captain. Its structure suggests artificial origin. The technology is unfamiliar." Zora's heart raced. After years of searching, could this be it? First contact. "Plot a course," she ordered. "Let's see what's out there." As the Curiosity altered its trajectory, Zora called her senior staff to the bridge. Dr. Elias Okafor, the ship's xenobiologist, arrived first, his eyes alight with excitement. He was followed by Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka and Security Officer Diego Reyes. "What's the situation, Captain?" Diego asked, his hand instinctively resting on his holstered pulse pistol. Zora briefed them on the signal. "We're dealing with the unknown here, people. I need everyone at their best." As they approached the source of the transmission, a strange object came into view on the main screen. It was unlike any spacecraft they had ever encountered, a massive crystalline structure that seemed to pulse with inner light. "Fascinating," Dr. Okafor breathed. "It appears to be alive." Before anyone could respond, the alien vessel suddenly emitted a brilliant flash of energy. The Curiosity shuddered, and for a moment, all systems went dark. "Report," Zora shouted as emergency power kicked in. "We've been hit with some kind of electromagnetic pulse," Yuki reported, her fingers flying over her console. "Main power is offline, but backup systems are holding." As the crew worked to restore power, a strange sensation washed over them. It felt as if the very fabric of reality was bending around them. "Captain," Aria's voice crackled through the static. "I'm detecting a quantum fluctuation. The alien vessel appears to be folding space." Before their eyes, the crystalline ship began to distort, stretching and twisting in impossible ways. A swirling vortex of energy opened up beside it, and both the alien vessel and the Curiosity were inexorably pulled toward it. "All hands, brace for impact," Zora yelled, gripping her chair as the ship was sucked into the swirling maw of energy. For what seemed like an eternity, the world around them ceased to make sense. Colors and shapes blurred together, and the laws of physics seemed to break down entirely. Then, as suddenly as it began, it was over. The Curiosity emerged into a star system unlike any they had ever seen. 3 suns of different colors, red, blue, and gold, orbited each other in a cosmic dance. Planets of impossible configurations hung in the void, some with rings that shimmered like rainbows, others that seemed to phase in and out of existence. "Where are we?" Diego whispered, his usual bravado replaced by awe. Dr. Okafor shook his head, speechless for once. Yuki's console beeped, drawing their attention. "Captain, you need to see this," she said, her voice trembling slightly. On the screen, a message appeared. The symbols were alien, completely unlike any language they had encountered. Yet, as they watched, the symbols began to shift and change, transforming into recognizable English. "We LCON, explorers, UHAVBEN chosen." Zora felt a chill run down her spine. "Chosen for what?" she murmured. As if in response, the crystalline ship approached them. This time, there was no attack. Instead, a beam of soft, golden light enveloped the Curiosity. "Captain," Aoria reported, a note of surprise in her artificial voice. "The alien energy is repairing our systems. Power is being restored at an unprecedented rate." Indeed, consoles throughout the bridge flickered to life, displays showing all systems returning to optimal functionality. A new message appeared on the screen. "Your journey begins now. The trial of harmony awaits." Before anyone could react, a shimmering portal opened up on the bridge. Through it, they could see a landscape of impossible beauty, floating islands covered in vegetation of every color imaginable, connected by bridges of pure light. Zara stood, straightening her uniform. She looked at her crew, seeing a mixture of fear and excitement on their faces. This was the moment they had all dreamed of, the reason they had joined the exploration corps. The unknown lay before them, full of danger and wonder in equal measure. "Well," she said, a smile tugging at the corners of her mouth, "shall we introduce ourselves to the neighbors?" With a collective deep breath, Captain Zara Chen and her crew stepped through the portal, leaving behind everything they knew and venturing into a new chapter of human history. The trial of harmony had begun, and the fate of Earth, perhaps of the entire galaxy, rested on their shoulders. As they emerged on the alien world, the portal closed behind them. The crystalline ship hung in the sky above, a silent sentinel watching over them. In the distance, a structure of impossible geometry rose, its spires reaching toward the triple suns. Dr. Okafor's tricorder beat frantically. "Captain, the readings from this place, they defy our understanding of physics. It's as if the very rules of reality are different here." Zara nodded, taking in their surroundings. The air shimmered with particles of light, and each breath felt like it was filling them with energy. "Stay alert, everyone. We don't know what this trial of harmony entails, but we'll face it together." As they began to move toward the distant structure, the ground beneath their feet trembled. Fragments of the landscape rose into the air, assembling themselves into a humanoid figure easily 3 times their height. Its body was a patchwork of earth, vegetation, and swirling energy. The being's eyes, 2 orbs of swirling galaxies, focused on them. When it spoke, its voice resonated not through the air, but directly in their minds. "We Elcon, children of Earth, you stand at the threshold of a great timeless formation. The galaxy await as your seal into our beauty and to the cosmic symphony. But first, you must prove your worth. The trial of harmony will test not your strength or your intelligence, but your capacity for unity. Prepare yourselves for the future of your species angus in the balance." The ground shifted again, and a series of pedestals rose around them, each bearing a strange, glowing artifact. The cosmic being gestured toward them. "Choose wisely, explorers. Your journey begins anew." As the being dissolved back into the landscape, Captain Zara Chen and her crew found themselves facing their first challenge in this alien realm. The fate of humanity rested on their choices, and the true nature of the trial of harmony was yet to be revealed. The first part of their incredible journey had only just begun, and the wonders and perils that awaited them would challenge everything they thought they knew about the universe and their place within it. The quantum empathy engine. Captain Zara Chen and her crew stood before the array of glowing artifacts, each pulsing with an otherworldly energy. Dr. Elias Okafor's tricorder chirped incessantly, struggling to make sense of the readings. "Captain," Yuki Tanaka said, her eyes wide with wonder, "these aren't just artifacts. They're quantum entanglement devices." Zara raised an eyebrow. "Explain, Chief." Yuki's fingers danced over her datapad. "Each artifact is linked to a different aspect of consciousness: emotion, logic, intuition, creativity. They're designed to sync with our brainwaves." As if responding to Yuki's words, the artifacts began to levitate, circling the crew in a dizzying dance of light and color. "Correctly, children of Earth," the cosmic being's voice resonated in their minds. "These are ETAKUIS to DAQUANTUM empathetic engine. To pass the trial of harmony, you must async your seal with the universe itself." Diego Reyes, the security officer, scoffed. Sync our consciousness. That's impulse. Before he could finish, one of the artifacts, a swirling vortex of blue energy, shot towards him. As it touched his forehead, Diego's eyes rolled back, and he collapsed to the ground. Diego. Zara rushed to his side, but an invisible barrier prevented her from reaching him. The cosmic being's voice echoed again, "Fear not. He drew any ways through THAQUANTUM realms of Enotion. Each of you must undergo this trial. Only when all are in harmony can you proceed." One by one, the artifacts chose their partners. Yuki was enveloped in a cocoon of green light, representing logic. Dr. Okafor found himself surrounded by a swirling purple mist of intuition. And Zara felt the touch of a golden artifact, its warmth spreading through her body as it connected her to the realm of leadership. As the artifacts merged with the crew, their consciousnesses expanded beyond the boundaries of their physical forms. They found themselves floating in a vast, multidimensional space where thoughts took shape and emotions had color. In this quantum realm, they could sense each other's presence, but they were separated by vast gulfs of incomprehension. Diego floundered in a sea of overwhelming emotion, while Yuki struggled to make sense of a reality that defied logic. Dr. Okafor's intuition pulled him in 1,000 directions at once, and Zara felt the weight of countless possible futures pressing down on her. "We have to find a way to connect," Zara called out, her voice rippling through the quantum fabric of reality. "Remember our training. Remember what makes us human." As they struggled to reach each other, strange entities began to manifest around them. These were the echoes of alien civilizations that had faced the trial of harmony before. Some had succeeded, ascending to a higher plane of existence, while others had failed, their consciousnesses trapped forever in this in-between state. The entities swirled around the crew, some offering guidance, others seeking to lead them astray. In this realm of pure thought and emotion, the line between ally and adversary blurred. Yuki was the first to make a breakthrough. Her logical mind, initially overwhelmed by the chaotic nature of the quantum realm, began to perceive patterns in the swirling energies around them. Everyone. Her thoughts reverberated. "There's a frequency underlying everything here. If we can attune ourselves to it, I think we can." Her realization was cut short as a dark, writhing mass of energy engulfed her. It was a manifestation of doubt and fear, feeding on Yuki's own insecurities. Dr. Okafor, guided by his intuition, sensed Yuki's distress. He reached out with his consciousness, sending waves of reassurance and confidence. "Yuki, your logic is our anchor. Trust in it." Emboldened by Okafor's support, Yuki's mind cleared. The dark energy dissipated, and she began to radiate a steady green pulse that cut through the chaos around them. Diego, meanwhile, was drowning in a whirlpool of conflicting emotions. Joy, anger, fear, love, each threatened to tear his psyche apart. But as he floundered, he felt a strong guiding presence. It was Zara, her leadership manifesting as a golden lifeline. "Focus, Diego," Zara's thoughts commanded. "Your emotions are not your enemy. They're your strength. Channel them." With a tremendous effort of will, Diego seized control of the emotional maelstrom. The swirling energies coalesced into a brilliant blue sphere, pulsing in rhythm with Yuki's green beacon. As the crew began to synchronize, the quantum realm around them shifted. The chaotic energies settled into intricate patterns, revealing glimpses of unimaginable cosmic truths. They saw the birth and death of stars, the dance of galaxies, and the delicate web of quantum entanglement that connected all things. But their journey was far from over. As they marveled at the cosmic visions, a new challenge emerged. The quantum realm began to fracture, reality itself threatening to tear apart. "The harmony is unstable," Dr. Okafor's thoughts rang out. "We need to find a way to balance the energies." Zara's leadership instincts kicked in. She could sense the strengths and weaknesses of her crew, the unique qualities that made each of them essential. In a flash of insight, she understood the true nature of the trial of harmony. Everyone, listen. Her thoughts resonated with commanding clarity. We're not meant to simply connect our minds. We need to combine our strengths. Yuki, use your logic to calculate the resonance frequencies. Diego, channel your emotions to amplify the signal. Elias, let your intuition guide us through the quantum fluctuations. I'll use my leadership to keep us coordinated. As the crew followed Zara's guidance, something remarkable began to happen. Their individual energies, logic, emotion, intuition, and leadership began to intertwine, forming a complex, multidimensional structure. The quantum empathy engine rolled to life around them, its power fueled by the perfect harmony of the human crew. The fractures in reality began to heal, and the chaotic energies of the quantum realm fell into a beautiful, synchronized dance. Suddenly, they were no longer separate entities. In that moment, Zara, Diego, Yuki, and Elias existed as a single, unified consciousness, a perfect blend of humanity's greatest qualities. Through this unified perspective, they gained a profound understanding of the universe and their place within it. They saw the intricate connections between all living things, the delicate balance of cosmic forces, and the infinite potential that lay within every conscious being. As their shared consciousness expanded, they made contact with something vast and ancient, the collective wisdom of countless alien civilizations that had passed the trial of harmony. In an instant, they received millennia of knowledge, insights that would revolutionize human understanding of science, philosophy, and the nature of existence itself. Just as they thought they might lose themselves in this cosmic awareness, they felt a gentle but firm pull. The quantum empathy engine was guiding them back, helping them retain their individual identities while carrying the profound experiences of their journey. With a flash of blinding light, Zara and her crew found themselves back on the alien world, standing before the cosmic being. But they were forever changed. Each of them glowed with a subtle energy, their eyes reflecting the wonders they had witnessed. The cosmic being's voice filled their minds once more, but this time it felt less alien, more like a welcoming embrace. UAKE their trial of harmony, Shatile Droyan of Earth. UAKE deity humanity is ready to join the galactic community. The knowledge UAKVGANEE as your GFT to your species. Use it wisely, our great shade aliens and Kiwara ETL wonders, await you among DSTLS. As the glow of the artifacts faded, Zara looked at her crew. No words were needed. They could feel the unbreakable bond forged by their shared experience. They had glimpsed the true nature of the universe, and now they would carry that knowledge back to Earth. But as the cosmic being began to show them the way home, a new alarm blared from their communicators. Earth was sending out a desperate distress call, a crisis that threatened the very existence of humanity. Their greatest challenge was yet to come, and the fate of their species would depend on how they used their newfound cosmic wisdom, the Singularity Nexus. As the distress signal from Earth crackled through their newly enhanced consciousness, Captain Zara Chen and her crew felt the weight of their responsibility crash down upon them. The cosmic being's form shimmered, its galactic eyes focusing on the humans with newfound intensity. The trial of harmony was but a PREUDE, Shatile Droyan of Earth. Now comes the true test, the salvation of your species. With a gesture, the alien landscape around them morphed into a holographic representation of the solar system. At its center, Earth pulsed with an ominous red glow. Dr. Elias Okafor, his intuition now sharper than ever, gasped. It's a singularity nexus. Somehow, a quantum anomaly has formed at Earth's core. It's consuming the planet from the inside out. Yuki Tanaka's eyes darted across streams of data only she could see. The nexus is growing exponentially. At this rate, Earth has less than 72 hours before total collapse. Diego Reyes, usually quick with a quip, stood silent, his enhanced empathy overwhelmed by the fear and desperation emanating from their distant homeworld. Zora's mind raced, processing countless strategies in microseconds. "We need to get back to Earth immediately. Can your ship return us?" she asked the cosmic being. "Time and space bended to the will of Deihi in light need," it responded. "But be your new abilities come at a cost. The more you use them, the more you risk losing your human essence." Before they could ponder this warning, reality warped around them. In a dizzying instant, the Curiosity materialized in Earth orbit, its hull now etched with glowing alien circuitry. "My God," Diego whispered, staring at the viewscreen. Earth, once a beautiful blue marble, now pulsed with veins of dark energy. Massive gravitational distortions warped the space around it, shredding satellites and debris. "The Singularity Nexus is interfering with all Earth-based communications and power systems," Yuki reported. "Governments are in chaos, and panic is spreading globally." Zora's enhanced leadership skills kicked in. "Elias, use your intuition. Find us a way to contact Earth's leaders. Diego, channel your empathy to calm the crew and prepare them for what's coming. Yuki, I need you to calculate a way to neutralize that nexus." As her crew sprang into action, Zara felt a strange tingling in her mind. Suddenly, she found herself connected to the thoughts of every ship captain in Earth orbit. Pushing aside her shock, she sent out a telepathic broadcast. "Attention all vessels. This is Captain Zara Chen of the Curiosity. We have returned with knowledge that can save Earth. Stand by for instructions." On the planet below, world leaders found themselves simultaneously dreaming of Zara. Through this shared vision, she quickly explained the situation and coordinated a global response. Meanwhile, Yuki's consciousness expanded into the ship's systems. She became one with the Curiosity, her thoughts moving at the speed of light through its alien-enhanced circuits. In this state of digital enlightenment, she discovered the key to stopping the Singularity Nexus. "Captain," Yuki's voice echoed both audibly and mentally. "We need to create a quantum harmonic resonance field. It can neutralize the nexus, but it'll take more power than Earth has ever generated." Dr. Okafor's eyes lit up. "The Dyson swarm. If we can link every solar panel in orbit into a single network, we might have a chance." Zora nodded. "Make it happen. Diego, I need you to be our battery. Your emotional energy, properly channeled, can amplify the resonance field." As the crew worked feverishly, Earth's situation worsened. The planet's rotation began to slow, causing devastating earthquakes and tidal surges. Millions fled to high ground, watching in horror as familiar coastlines vanished beneath the waves. In orbit, Yuki coordinated the largest engineering project in human history. Countless satellites, space stations, and solar arrays shifted position, forming an intricate web around the planet. On the Curiosity's bridge, Diego sat in a specially constructed chamber, electrodes covering his body. "Dyson swarm is in position," Yuki announced. "Quantum harmonic resonance field is ready to activate." Zara took a deep breath. "Diego, are you ready?" Diego's voice shook slightly. "Ready, Captain. Let's save the world. Activate the field." A pulse of energy surged from the Curiosity, connecting with the Dyson swarm. The web of satellites lit up, channeling the sun's power directly into Diego's chamber. He screamed as raw emotion, the fear, hope, and determination of every human on Earth, coursed through him. The quantum harmonic resonance field sprang to life, a shimmering bubble encompassing the entire planet. As it touched the roiling dark energy of the Singularity Nexus, reality itself seemed to warp. On the bridge, Zara and her crew watched in awe as two fundamental forces of the universe clashed. The Nexus, a swirling vortex of destruction, fought against the resonance field's stabilizing influence. For a heart-stopping moment, it seemed as if the Nexus might prevail. Then, with a final surge of power from Diego, The resonance field triumphed. The dark energy imploded, collapsing in on itself until it vanished with a reality-bending flash. Earth's core stabilized. The planet's rotation gradually returned to normal. In orbit, the Dyson swarm went dark, its energy spent. A cheer went up from the Curiosity's bridge, echoed by millions on the planet below. They had done it. Earth was saved. But their victory came at a cost. As the adrenaline faded, Zara and her crew felt the strain of their enhanced abilities. Each of them now glowed with an otherworldly light, their humanity hanging by a thread. The cosmic being's voice echoed in their minds one final time. You have PRVN, you are salvs worthy, children of Earth. But your journey is far from over. The cosmos calls, and you must answer. As the Curiosity's systems hummed back to life, Zara looked at her transformed crew. Earth was safe, but they could never truly return home. Their destiny now lay among the stars. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, Captain Zara Chen gave the order. Set a course for deep space. Our next adventure awaits. The Curiosity's engines flared to life, propelling the ship and its evolved crew towards the unknown. As Earth receded behind them, they carried with them the hopes and dreams of humanity, ready to face whatever wonders and challenges the universe had in store. The cosmic crucible. The Curiosity streaked through the cosmos, leaving behind a trail of quantum particles that sparkled like stardust. Captain Zara Chen and her crew, forever changed by their encounter with the cosmic being and the battle to save Earth, found themselves venturing into uncharted territories of both space and consciousness. As they traveled, their enhanced abilities continued to evolve in unexpected ways. Dr. Elias Okoffer's intuition had expanded to the point where he could perceive quantum fluctuations in real time, his eyes now swerving vortexes of knowledge. Yuki Tanaka had become a living computer, her thoughts intertwined with the ship's systems in a symbiotic dance of logic and circuitry. Diego Reyes, the emotional powerhouse, now emanated an aura that could influence the very fabric of space-time. Zara herself felt the weight of countless possible futures pressing against her mind, each decision branching into infinite timelines. It was exhilarating and terrifying in equal measure. Captain, Yuki's voice resonated through the ship's speakers and in their minds simultaneously. I'm detecting a massive gravitational anomaly ahead. It doesn't match any known phenomena in our databases. As they approached, a mind-bending sight filled their view screen. It was as if someone had taken a slice of the universe and folded it in on itself, creating a Mobius strip of reality that defied comprehension. It's a cosmic crucible, Dr. Okoffer breathed, his voice filled with awe. A nexus point where multiple dimensions intersect. The cosmic being's trials were just the beginning. This is where species are truly forged or broken. Before Zara could respond, the crucible pulsed with energy. Tendrils of multidimensional force reached out, enveloping the Curiosity. The ship shuddered, its hull groaning under the strain of forces it was never designed to withstand. All hands, brace for dimensional shift. Zara commanded, her enhanced leadership abilities allowing her to remain calm in the face of the impossible. Reality twisted around them, and the crew found their consciousness split across multiple versions of themselves. Each version existed in a different parallel universe, facing unique challenges that tested the limits of their newfound abilities. In one reality, Zara found herself leading a desperate evacuation as a supernova threatened to obliterate an entire civilization. Her decision-making skills were pushed to the brink as she weighed the fate of millions against the stability of an entire galactic sector. Yuki grappled with a rogue AA that had taken control of a Dyson sphere, threatening to weaponize a star. Her digital consciousness expanded to encompass the entire megastructure as she engaged in a battle of wits and processing power that spanned picosecons and light years. Diego faced a planet torn apart by emotional discord, where the collective anguish of billions had manifested as a psychic storm that threatened to rip apart the fabric of space-time. His empathic abilities were the only things standing between order and chaos. Dr. Okafor found himself unraveling the mysteries of a long-dead precursor race, deciphering quantum encryptions that held the secrets of transcending physical form. With each revelation, he felt his own humanity slipping away, replaced by something vast and unknowable. As they struggled through their individual trials, the crew began to realize the true nature of the cosmic crucible. It wasn't just a test of their abilities, but a forge designed to reshape them into something beyond human comprehension. In a moment of clarity that stretched across dimensions, Zara understood the choice they faced. They could push forward, embracing their evolution and ascending to a higher plane of existence. Or they could fight to retain their humanity, holding on to the very things that had allowed them to triumph in the face of impossible odds. "We didn't come this far to lose ourselves," Zara's voice echoed across realities, reaching her scattered crew. "Remember who we are. Remember Earth. Remember what makes us human." Her words resonated through the quantum foam of the multiverse, touching each of her crew members. In that moment, they made their choice. Yuki's digital consciousness coalesced, bringing with it the wisdom of countless computer systems, but tempered by human creativity and intuition. Diego's empathic storm calmed, channeled into a force of compassion and understanding that could bridge the gaps between civilizations. Dr. Okafor's vast knowledge settled into a form that his human mind could comprehend, offering glimpses of cosmic truths without overwhelming his sense of self. And Zara, standing at the crossroads of infinite possibilities, chose a path that honored both their human origins and their newfound cosmic awareness. With a reality-bending flash, the crew found themselves reunited on the bridge of the Curiosity. But they weren't alone. Around them stood shimmering projections of their multiversal selves, each a road not taken, a possibility unrealized. As these alternate selves faded away, the cosmic crucible released its hold on the ship. The Mobius strip of folded space-time unfurled, revealing a sight that took their breath away. Before them stretched a galactic supercluster, its spiral arms teeming with billions of stars and untold civilizations. And at its heart, a swirling nexus of energy that pulsed with invitation. "The Galactic Council," Dr. Okafor whispered, his enhanced intuition providing the knowledge. "The governing body of all advanced civilizations in our corner of the universe. They're inviting us to join them." Zara looked at her crew, seeing in their eyes the same mix of excitement, trepidation, and resolve that she felt. They had been changed by their experiences, pushed to the very limits of what it meant to be human. But in holding on to their humanity, they had proven themselves worthy of something greater. "Well," Zara said, a smile playing on her lips, "shall we introduce ourselves to the neighbors?" As the Curiosity moved towards the heart of the supercluster, its hull still etched with the glowing circuitry of their transformation, the crew felt a sense of anticipation unlike anything they had experienced before. They carried with them the hopes and dreams of Earth, the wisdom of the cosmic being, and the hard-won lessons of the cosmic crucible. They were no longer just explorers. They were ambassadors, guardians, and pioneers on the frontier of a new era for humanity. The next phase of their journey was about to begin, and the fate of galaxies hung in the balance. The quantum diplomacy gambit. The Curiosity glided through the shimmering quantum barriers of the Galactic Council's headquarters, a structure that defied conventional physics. It was a vast, multidimensional complex that existed simultaneously in various planes of reality, its architecture a mind-bending fusion of organic crystalline growths and hyper-advanced technology. As Captain Zara Chen and her crew stepped onto the grand concourse, they found themselves surrounded by beings from across the cosmos. Some were vaguely humanoid, others defied description, from energy beings that flickered in and out of existence to hive minds housed in swarms of crystalline particles. "Welcome, Terrans," a melodious voice resonated in their minds. A being of pure light approached them, its form constantly shifting like a living kaleidoscope. "I am Zixteria, Arch-Mediator of the Galactic Council. Your arrival has been long anticipated. Zara stepped forward, her enhanced leadership abilities allowing her to project an aura of calm authority. We're honored to be here, Archmediator. I am Captain Zara Chen, and this is my crew. We come seeking knowledge and alliance. Zixtria's light pulsed with what might have been amusement. Knowledge and alliance, yes. But you bring something far more valuable, the adaptive resonance. Before Zara could ask for clarification, the concourse transformed. They now stood in a vast amphitheater, surrounded by thousands of alien delegates. Above them, a holographic display showed a map of the known universe, with pulsing red areas scattered throughout. Behold, Zixtria announced, the entropic cascades. Regions of space-time where the very fabric of reality is unraveling. For eons we've sought a solution, but it has eluded even our most advanced civilizations. Dr. Elias Okafor's eyes widened, swerving with cosmic insight. The singularity nexus that threatened Earth, it was part of this phenomenon. Indeed, Zixtria confirmed. A test, to see if your species could adapt and overcome. And you did, in a way we've never seen before. Your quantum harmonic resonance field, it's the key we've been searching for. Excited murmurs rippled through the alien delegates. Yuki Tanaka, her consciousness still partly intertwined with the Curiosity's systems, processed the implications at lightning speed. But our solution was specifically calibrated for Earth, she said. Scaling it up to a cosmic level would require impossible amounts of energy. Diego Reyes finished, his empathic abilities sensing the rising tension in the room. Zixtria's form rippled. Precisely. Which is why we need your adaptive resonance, the unique human ability to innovate and evolve in the face of overwhelming odds. You must find a way to amplify the resonance field to a cosmic scale. Zara felt the weight of countless alien gazes upon her. And if we can't? The holographic display zoomed in on the red areas, showing planets and entire star systems being torn apart by gravitational anomalies and quantum instabilities. Then countless civilizations will perish, Zixtria said solemnly. The entropic cascades will eventually consume everything, unraveling the very foundations of existence. A hush fell over the amphitheater. The fate of the universe now rested on the shoulders of a few transformed humans from a backwater planet. Zara looked at her crew, seeing determination in their eyes. They had come too far to back down now. We'll need access to your most advanced technologies, she said to Zixtria, and the combined knowledge of every civilization represented here. Granted, Zixtria replied, but be warned, the path ahead is fraught with danger. The same forces that are unraveling the universe will resist your efforts. Time is against us. With a gesture from the Archmediator, the amphitheater transformed into a cosmic laboratory unlike anything they had ever seen. Multi-dimensional workstations filled with alien technology surrounded them, each interfaced directly with their enhanced consciousness. Let's get to work, Zara commanded, her mind already racing with possibilities. Over the next several subjective weeks, though time flowed strangely in this place, the crew pushed themselves to their limits. Yuki merged with vast alien supercomputers, running simulations across countless quantum realities. Dr. Okafor's intuition led them down theoretical pathways that even the most advanced alien scientists had never considered. Diego's empathic abilities allowed him to bridge communication gaps between wildly different species, fostering unprecedented cooperation. Zara, meanwhile, coordinated it all. Her leadership abilities expanded to manage a project that spanned galaxies and dimensions. She made decisions that would affect the fate of trillions, the pressure enormous, but her resolve unshakable. As they worked, the entropic cascades grew worse. Entire sectors of space had to be evacuated, refugees from 1,000 worlds seeking shelter in the dwindling safe zones. The Galactic Council was barely holding the panic at bay. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of effort, a breakthrough came. "I've got it," Yuki exclaimed, her voice echoing both audibly and through the telepathic network they'd established. We can use the quantum entanglement properties of dark matter to create a cosmic web of resonance fields. Each node will act as an anchor point, stabilizing the surrounding space-time. But the energy requirements, Dr. Okafor began. We'll harvest it from the entropic cascades themselves, Diego interrupted, his eyes glowing with inspiration. Turn their destructive force back on itself. Zora's mind raced, seeing how all the pieces fit together. It could work, but we'll need to synchronize the entire network simultaneously. One mistake, and we could tear the universe apart ourselves. Zixria, who had been observing silently, spoke up. There is a way. The cosmic synchrotron, a device of legend created by the precursor races. It's said to be hidden in the heart of the most unstable entropic cascade. With it, you could coordinate the entire network. Then that's our target, Zara said, her voice filled with determination. Prepare the curiosity. We're going in. As they made final preparations, Zara addressed the Galactic Council one last time. We can't promise success, she said, her words resonating through the vast chamber. But we'll give everything we have. For Earth, for your worlds, for the entire universe. With a chorus of alien cheers echoing behind them, Zara and her crew boarded the Curiosity. The ship, now further enhanced with the most advanced alien tech, hummed with power. Plot a course for the heart of chaos, Zara commanded, her eyes fixed on the swirling maelstrom of the largest entropic cascade visible on their view screen. As the Curiosity plunged into the quantum storm, reality itself seemed to warp around them. They were headed into the unknown, carrying the hopes of countless civilizations. The final battle for the fate of the universe was about to begin. To be concluded.